comes Eder. Not got much help. Oh, he doesn't need it! How about that?
Picture this. It's 2016, the Euros is in full swing and Portugal face France in the final. One of the first chances for Mbappe and one of the last for Ronaldo to win a major trophy for their country. The game goes into extra time and in the 109th minute Portugal score the winner. But by who? This is the story of the footballer who disappeared overnight. On the 22nd of December 1987, a young boy by the name of Eder was born in Guinea-Bissau. At a young age, he moved to Portugal and began his footballing career playing for some Portuguese team that I can't pronounce at the age of 11. He continued his youth career at the same club and made his debut in 2006 playing for Torresens. He remained at Torresens until 2008 when he moved to Académica, a team in the 3rd division of Portuguese football. He became a big player for them, scoring 12 goals in 83 games. He also helped them in the Taça de Portugal run. He played in earlier rounds, however didn't play in both the semis and the final after being suspended for not showing up to training as interest grew from other big clubs. In the summer of 2012, Eder joined 1st division side Braga, who were lacking a proper number 9. He had a brilliant first season, scoring 16 goals in 32 games. This run of form granted him the chance of playing for the Portuguese national team. He was also part of the 23-man squad for Portugal at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. His run of form came to an end in the 13-14 season when he tore a ligament in early March, ruling him out for the rest of the season. Despite this, he returned back to action in the 14-15 season, scoring 14 goals in 39 games. During this time, many clubs were interested in signing the Portuguese forward, and after careful consideration, he decided to join Premier League side Swansea for $5 million on the 28th of June 2015 in an attempt to keep up his performances and make it to the 2016 Euros in France. However, disaster struck as he went the first 15 games without scoring a single goal. It was looking like he wasn't going to make it into the squad. In an act of desperation, he joined League One side Lille on loan for the remainder of the season. Lucky for him, he regained his form, scoring 6 goals in 14 games. This run of form put him back into the Portugal squad ahead of the 2016 Euros. Now, Portugal didn't have a bad team, but they were far off the favourites for this tournament. But little did Eder know that he would be the one making history for the country of Portugal. Despite only playing 13 minutes in the lead up to the final, he was still on the bench as Portugal faced France in one of the biggest European finals ever. Early on into the game, Ronaldo suffered an injury, forcing him off for the rest of the game. Without their main man, Portugal struggled as France piled on the pressure, having chance after chance after chance. Despite this, the game remained 0-0 and it was forced to go into extra time. Right before the 90 minutes were up, Renato Sanchez was taken off and replaced for Eder as manager Fernando Santos wanted some fresh legs on the pitch. It was all to play for. And then, in the 109th minute of play, Eder, of all people, did the unthinkable. Portugal lifted the Euros, making it their first major trophy ever, and Eder went from an average player to an overnight sensation. It felt like he had the world at his feet, but little did Eder know that all these successes were to turn into one of the most brutal downfalls of all time. After Eder won Portugal the Euros, Lille pounced on the opportunity and signed Eder on a permanent deal from Swansea for £5 million. However, for some reason, he didn't have the same impact as before. He played 37 games in the 16-17 season, only scoring 7 goals. What caused this sudden drop of form? Still, nobody knows. After this poor form, Lille loaned him out to Russian side Lokomotiv Moscow, in which he only scored 4 goals in 28 games. However, credit where due, one of those goals was a winner against FC Zenit. This win granted them their first league title since 2005. This convinced Lokomotiv to sign him on a permanent deal in the summer of 2018. He stayed at the club for 3 seasons, playing 119 games, and out of those, only scoring 15 goals. After these consistent poor performances, the club didn't renew his contract and he became a free agent in 2021. However, this didn't last very long as he signed for Saudi side Al Riyadh on a 1-year deal. Despite playing in an even easier league, he only managed 6 goals in 23 games. After this, his contract wasn't renewed and he became a free agent once again, bringing us to the present day where Eder is now 36 years old and without a club. Now the question now stands, what happened to Eder? What do you think? Leave your thoughts down below, and while you're there, why not join the Discord server all about football from Premier League to transfer rumours to FBL and more. Check it out, link below. Watch this video here about the history of Manchester United. Thank you very much for watching, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. See ya!